Hi, Esse. It's nice to have you on.
Yes, nice to be here.
We know you in the Alephium ecosystem from the Gold Castle Club project,
Yes,
and now from the Swapa project.
yes. I'm also building Swapa now. It's not yet released, but we're hard at work to release it in the coming weeks.
So, can you first tell us a little bit how you came to crypto and how you landed at Alephium?
Yeah, well, I've been in crypto for a few years, but initially not as a builder, just as a regular person, because you think maybe your meme token will go to 1 billion market cap and you want to make money, or you want to use Bitcoin, whatever, to buy something. And then at the beginning of this year or the end of this year, I wanted to build a game. Which has become Gold Castle Club. First, I wanted to make it on Solana, and when I was first trying it, I had some problems with packages, compatibility issues, and then I found Alephium, and everything went so smoothly on Alephium. So, and when I had a problem, I could always ask questions in the Discord, and the core devs would always answer my questions very quickly. So that's how I came to Alephium.
Okay, that's cool. But so you learn how to code in the process.
Yes, I knew a little bit, but really not that much. And starting this first project, the Gold Castle Club, I started to learn so much very quickly. And actually, I think Rolf, the language of Alephium, is very good. I think to start coding.
Well, that's cool. So you started one project which is ambitious
Yes.
in its scale,
Yes.
and then you're like, oh, that's not enough.
Yes.
I'm gonna do a second one, which
Yes.
is also ambitious
Yes.
because it's a lending protocol, right?
Yes. No,
So-
it's
no.
it's a DEX.
It's a DEX.
VE
Sorry,
DEX.
it's a DEX. It's a long day. So, but like, how are you gonna handle both?
Because
Are you building
I
a team?
don't have a life. I can just work for 14 hours a day, and sometimes I think it's good to live in extremes. It's better for me to work 1 month for 14 hours a day and then take a week or two and you don't do anything. I think it's a good way to work.
So
But
it's a lifestyle.
yeah, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle.
Okay, so first, can you tell us a bit more about Gold Castle Club, like what it is
Yeah, it's
and where it's going? Like, okay, what it is first.
well, I can also tell you where it's going, but
Yeah.
it's basically in Gold Castle Club you have game elements which are NFTs, and the NFTs themselves have all kinds of functions which lets them interact with each other. For example, you can swear one NFT to another, like a fealty system, and this way, also other ways, you can make certain NFTs into like a stronger entity. For example, if you combine 20 NFTs, you turn all your NFTs together into a kingdom. And the plan is that people will battle each other. So kingdom against kingdom, or multiple kingdoms against an even bigger empire of multiple NFTs, and that way earn gold, which is the token, and possibly also other items.
And so to kickstart that, you actually airdrops to like how did you choose? Like, was it active addresses?
Well,
Because I got some.
it's
but,
no, not only active addresses. I dropped to, I think, all addresses that held or had held agent, or maybe, yeah, I think agent in since January or something. So I also dropped it accidentally to a lot of staking contracts. So many staking contracts, I think, also have gold.
Okay.
But not sure about that.
So what about the DEX project?
Yeah.
Like Swapa, right?
Yeah, Sopa. Well, someone inspired me because he began to talk about maybe we need a VE DEX on Alephium, Pancake in the Discord, and at that point I just started thinking about it. Yeah, maybe I can make something like this. I have a lot of experience now coding Rolf for Gold Castle, and I also thought maybe alongside a project which is more focused on just having fun, a game, I need to have like a serious project for people who want to earn on Alephium.
Okay, that's cool. And like, so why VE?
Why VE? Because you can distribute the emissions based on the actual people who have a stake in the DEX. For example, another DEX would just distribute emissions to certain pools that are elected to get emissions. But for a VE, it's vote escrowed. So the people who have locked their Swapa can vote for pools, and then the liquidity providers of all those pools can get Swapa in reward. And they don't even have to stake it. They can just hold the LP and claim their rewards.
So it's like you want to start the Alephium wars, like the Swapa wars, like there's the curve wars.
Yeah, the Alephium wars. Yeah, and we plan to win and destroy our enemies.
Okay.
Golden Castle style.
So how do you see yourself like coexisting with other dexes? Because like there's already a dex, which is, let's say, classic, right?
Yes.
And then you know that there's other dexes being developed, right?
Yes.
We know there's one with concentrated liquidity from the hackathon.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's another book dex that was announced by Deadrare.
Yeah.
So how do you see that ecosystem to live together?
Yeah, well, first of all, considering the Deadrare dex, which is an order book, I don't see Deadrare dex as a competitor at all, because I think it will just work together in a synergy. It just adds to each other, and after my dex is launched, I will just open it up to Deadrare so they can use our pools for their order book. So that's not a problem at all. The other dexes, well, people will provide liquidity where they can get rewards.
Yeah.
So if for example right now you have GigaCheng meme coin, or you have Bear with Guns or whatever, or maybe the Alfbanks token that will come out, people will provide liquidity where they can get rewards and where they think they will get the most out of it.
So you'll be thinking about the tokenomics long and hard.
Yes, I think it's one of the most important things.
Did you consider to have like a market to incentivize the token holders to vote for a specific pool? For example, in Ethereum we have like Curve and Convex, and Balancer and Aura, and then you have markets like Hidden Hand or Paladin, where protocols or meme coins projects, they bribe the token holders to vote for their pool.
Yes, people have the ability to add bribes to any pool. So in the first weeks of Swapa, Swapa itself will also add some bribes to pools, especially important pools like US dollar token off or Bitcoin off, ETH off. If a bridge is developed, also Solana off, for example.
Yeah.
But anyone who makes the liquidity pool or who just participates on Swapa can add bribes to incentivize voting for a certain pool.
That's cool. Thank you. So when is it out?
Not sure, but I hope within weeks. But we have also contacted Hongqiao, for example, to see if they can audit our contracts.
Mm.
So, but it mostly depends on just when we finish everything.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, no question.
Okay.
So you've been building for a while on Alephium.
Yes.
What is your? Would you have? Is there anything you need that you have not found yet?
Mm. Like support or like something or
where can we get better, to support you, the builders?
Well, I think about it. I think everything is great thus far. When I talked about before how I initially tried Solana, which for me, especially at the time, I was really a noob, had many issues, compatibility issues. And when I started Alephium, many of the docs were very clear. Sometimes it's incomplete. So yeah, some docs need to be added to.
Okay.
Yeah, but other than that, it's very, very good. And I think getting answers from the community and even from the core devs is fantastic.
Oh yeah, you told me that you had a lot of interactions.
Yeah, well,
in the
yeah,
dev channel of Discord, right?
yeah. When I look back at the first questions that I asked in the developers channel, now I think, oh yeah, it's so obvious. It's actually not
Okay.
a very smart question, but even though at the time I was thinking, oh, should I ask this question because it's a little bit of a stupid question, but yeah, they always answered very quickly and were very helpful.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you.